EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Western Pennsylvania and Heinz Field in the Steel City of Pittsburgh. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Pittsburgh Steelers. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. Intended that time for Cooper. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road. You're a youngster, let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on. Long way to go in this one.
The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 at the 19. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger, eluding the pressure right. This is caught, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Darius Geis, his 14th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at his 4.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Mike 5-9, Mike Monday. I'm trying to collect
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And this will be incomplete. physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They go play action with Roethlisberger. Going top shot for Smith, and that's caught inside the 35. And into the end zone. Touchdown. Pittsburgh. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Ben Roethlisberger, and the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell, and that makes the score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it because...
And now off to the races, down the right side. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Darius Geis with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Delaney Walker, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point right down the middle, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Scrambling, not particularly a Roethlisberger strong suit, but he does get the job done there and gets a first. Big Ben, with his size, sometimes it still surprises me when he can dance for a first.
He's the preeminent quarterback at taking contact, shedding it, and turning it into a big play. You know what they say about him? It's not the first 3 seconds of the play that you worry about with him. It's the next 3. Takes the hit, and now he creates a big one.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. That one goes for 24 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Here's Roethlisberger. Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
They'll run on 1st down. Elliott. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Out of the gun, Geis. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football. These two teams all tied after 1.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Forced out to his left. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it. And it brings up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight, He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And now they are knocking on the door inside Pittsburgh's 10. A huge play there on the screen pass. 71 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. Now a give right side. Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to regain the lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. He's at the 30, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster. His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice roll.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning.
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. On the ground, it's Geis. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to Geis. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2, now Roethlisberger. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big run that time by Elliott. 47 yards on the ground. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Cowboys have retaken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
Let's go one more. 50. Check. 50.
To throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And the return will stop right around the 25. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. 2nd and 11. And Walker has it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys. This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing 3rd down. Here's Prescott. Flush, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. T.J. Watt in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some
pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. He'll return it from the 6. 12 yards on the return that time. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces.
A 7-yard loss brings up third down.
They go play action now. Roethlisberger into a double team, and it's intercepted. Julian Love picks it. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. To throw is Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Now, remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. This one fielded at the 5. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. T.J. Watt, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far as they have taken the lead.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They start on the ground with Geis. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. Buying time to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. 35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Tenth carry now for Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, then no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And an alley to run. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Running right through him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Now it's Roethlisberger. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a handoff, Geis going right. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to keep it here. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Geis. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is he's got the lane, and there he goes. 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. In for the score. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
This is Geis. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Julian Love picks it. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Cowboys turn that interception into a touchdown. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now a run with Geis. And he's got some space here. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Geis. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
From the 29, Roethlisberger. Ebron with it over the middle. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 14. Roethlisberger now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Easy.
They'll run with Geis. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. He's got the hat trick, 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours out?
I didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for a nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll cut this to a 17-point spread. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use him at this point. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try the left side. Dobbins, a short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he locates Walker, complete. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. On 1st down, this is Geis. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. One last shot for Roethlisberger. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Julian Love picks it, and that will write a finish to this ball game. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Cowboys, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, it's a loss that could have implications on the playoff race as they fall to 9-4. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.